I got my grill all set up outside. It's coming up to temp. I put some chunks on there, some applewood chunks. Here's what I'm working with right here. It's not a whole chub, but it's about a half, maybe a little bit more than a half. But that's okay because I'm not going to be doing it all the same way. I'm going to cut off about this much right here. So the big side right here is what I'm going to be using to make my smoked bologna that we're going to use for sandwiches. I've already scored it to get more smoke down in there. I did a terrible job. It looks awful. Now this smaller one here, we're going to do something different that I've been seeing around the web. It's called Bloomin Bologna Burnt Ends is what it's called. Let's get the big one prepped first, and what we're gonna do is spread a little mustard evenly all over it as a binder, and then we'll hit it with some the rub. I'll show you what I'm using once we get there. Here's what I'm using on it, just a standard hickory rub. It's got a nice flavor. So now it's time to prep the smaller end that I'm going to be using for my blooming bologna burnt ends. Yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, I have to make my cuts a lot deeper than I did for the first one, but I need to be sure that I don't cut all the way through, because what we're going for is to have this thing kind of open up as it smokes and blossom like a beautiful bologna flower. So just to make this easier for myself, when I cut this away from the big log, I wanted to make sure that I could cut all the way down to the top of my knife and still have a nice little cushion down there. That way I don't have to worry about cutting through. And what I'm looking for here is nice square sticks, about that big. Now let's get some seasoning on here. We're going to start with a little oil. Check back on that in about an hour. I'm looking for it to go for about 2 to 3 maybe to get a good amount of smoke. But we'll see what it looks like in an hour. It is time. Go out here and check on my smoked bologna. But low key, I can tell you this, I already did, and it's looking amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead on and put some barbecue sauce on these joints, because everything on the grill is looking mighty fine. Almost as fine as my wife, who just walked in. Lord have mercy, that's a beautiful woman. Let's take a look. Jesus, be a fence all around me that look good. Let's make it sexy.